Hey, this is Christian and my head doesn't fit in the picture. Anyway, today I want to tell you to stop watching tutorials and to start creating stuff. Okay? The way to learn programming and the way to learn anything is by actually using your hands, getting your hands dirty and trying to create something. And in this video I'm gonna share with you my tips, I guess, and the way I do things inside my program. And I hope they will kind of help you to find the way if you can. Anyway, so the biggest thing in programming, I guess, compared with any other skill that you could learn, for example, music or like graphic design or whatever, is that there is a huge gap between where you start and where you can actually start producing something. So with music, I used to be a musician before. I'm actually a signed artist, and you can find some of my old songs on Spotify. I used to draw as well. I was in arts, high school, one of the best in Romania, I think probably the best actually. And the thing is, you can start drawing straight away, right? Someone can give you a pencil and you can start drawing lines, you can start making dots, you can start like, I guess, watercolors to paint. Right, you can do all those things. Even with music, if someone gives you a piano or a guitar, you can start playing with it, pressing the buttons, pressing the keys of the keyboard, I guess, however those are called. So you can get started straight away and you can use some trial and error to figure out a song, I guess. And with painting, you can literally throw colors on a piece of canvas and something is gonna come out of it. But with programming, it's not really like that. The learning curve is way, way bigger, okay? Because you're not going from 0 to 1 in a linear fashion. You're not going like 0.1, 0.2, 0.25, 0.3, 0.4. You're not going like that, but you're going more like 0 to 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 100. But that gap from 0 to 1 is as huge as going from 1 to 100, if that makes sense. Because you have to kind of pick up a bunch of words and concepts to form a vocabulary. And you are pretty much expected to write a book with knowing just 2 or 3 words. Kind of, that's how I would see programming if I would just start out, okay, with the experience that I have right now. Now, there is certainly a difference between people, between people's backgrounds, right? I have noticed that people that are coming from finance or people that are coming from more logical backgrounds have an advantage over people that are more like artists or people that are coming from a vocational background like I did. For me, it was very, very difficult to pick it up because I was an artist, okay? But that's like a pretty minor difference, and that difference can be overcome in maybe a month or 2, okay? But the biggest problem that I see is that people are not trying enough to break what they think they know, okay? So I see that people are oftentimes scared of trying new things. People are oftentimes procrastinating and thinking too much, okay? So what does procrastination mean? Usually when we are thinking about procrastination, we are thinking about someone that's watching cat videos all day, okay? That is the obvious procrastination. But the other type of procrastination is that type of person who is never taking action. That type of person that's always learning more and more and more in case he or she might need that information later. So they're afraid of trying to apply the things that they know because they are afraid of getting stuck. This is one thing that I've noticed. And there are 2 things that you have to consider. There is just-in-time learning, aka the learning that you have to do when you actually have to fix something, which is the learning that I recommend you to do. And there is just-in-case learning, which is learn as much as you can, and then when you're ready, then you can go and do something with the information that you have, with the knowledge that you have. The problem is that if you just use just-in-case learning, you'll never experience the full growth that you can have as a programmer, as a coder, I guess, but as a person in general, okay? Because there are so many people that are procrastinating and they are waiting for things to be right, and they're always thinking about what they have to do, and they stay in the same place for years, okay? That's why so many people are complaining about their situation, and probably some people that are complaining about, I don't know, their marriage, their relationship with fitness, because they are always procrastinating. They're always trying to gather information. They're always thinking, what can I do, but they are never taking action, because when you take action, that's when you actually learn the most. When you make mistakes, that's when you learn the most. And I guess if you are going back to the title of this video, if you keep learning from tutorials, you will never actually learn. Okay, those tutorials are made to feed you content like on Netflix, and you might feel like you are learning something, right? You might follow along that instructor, but when it comes to applying that knowledge that you just gained from that instructor, from that video, from that course, you cannot do that. Why? Again, because you are doing just in case learning. So the way I do it is I basically tell people what to do. Okay, I tell them do XYZ thing, right? And then they have to find out how to do that thing. Okay, and that's when they actually can use tutorials or resources that they can find on the internet. Okay, because they are actually actively trying to solve a problem, and they have to find a solution for their problem. And then when they finish solving the problem, they have to submit their solution, I guess, or the way they've put the solution together. They have to give it to me, and then I have to review it and make sure that actually works and can be read properly. Okay, the way people approach this is by actively seeking solutions to problems that they never have to solve. Okay, so they have a bunch of knowledge about a bunch of things that they have done, but they actually don't understand why that thing happened in the first place. And that's the difference between someone that has experience, aka me and my students that are gaining experience over months. They learn how to get better at problem solving, at googling, etc., and someone that's doing random things off of internet, someone that finished a boot camp and they're by themselves for like 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 12 months, 3 years, and they are still trying to figure out how this thing works. Okay, so to end this video, the way to learn programming is by adapting this mindset of just-in-time learning rather than just in case. This is gonna make a huge difference, and you have to be willing to fail many times. Okay, if you don't have a coach like me that you can use to kind of rely on and get some feedback on your work, then you have to, I guess, hope that everything you're doing is right, and then you should also hope that the things that you are finding, the problems that you are trying to solve, are the problems that you should be solving. Otherwise you'll just waste months or years, trying to do this. But anyway, if you want to get in touch with me, what you have to do is you have to apply for a free consultation call. The website is in the description. And then from Sunday next week, or maybe this week actually, when I don't know when this video is going to be released, I'm going to start going live in my Facebook group, and you can get in touch with me there. You can ask questions, you can poke fun at me, whatever you want. It's gonna be like this YouTube channel, but it's gonna be more like a live interaction. We can chat, we can have some banter over there. It's pretty cool. So the link for the Facebook group is in the description. Click it, and yeah, I guess I'll see you on the other side. Cheers, Christian.